Hi, in this video we're going to introduce how to use the expression to control the logic of your agents. So let's first open our example file. The sample 96 car wheels expression 1. And you can see that this is a very simple thing and nothing special. If we place our agents, this is a concept car has been created, and if we play back the simulation, you can see that nothing special. And we also put in the two spots inside of this thing, and we are going to use the expression to make our agents move speed changed by the spots. And if we expand the contents of agent and look at the logic setup, there's the owning default one and the move forward at speed 15, nothing special. And let's go to the build our expression control from scratch. The first step we needed to build in the concept is if the agent is close to the spot, this speed will decrease. So let's do that. The first thing we need to get a variable, the variable or attribute from the distance between the car and to the spot. So let's do that. Spot distance. Okay, and let's first switch that from the regular mode to expression mode. You can see that the bar has been displayed, and the input should be the spot to mean distance. Please just delete the condition test language here, just leave it right here, and we can directly put these things into into an output. For example, let's put that into move forward at speed. This also delete the expression, deletes the value contents. Let's make our simulation. You can see that. So you can see that if our agent is near to the spot, the speed will be decreased because the distance is decreased, and then in between the distance is increased, the speed should be very big. And if the agent is near the spot again, you can see that the speed is decreased again to 0, but the change is too sudden. We needed to add a factor into that, so we needed to create a variable. So we needed just to remove this by a variable, just like the bridge, just to put the value into the variable set, and delete the content and record this value to the velocity the variable. Let's just click Ctrl C and copy the name. So you can see that if we play back, there's a the attribute has been listed here, and you can see the change. The value, we are going to use this value to control the speed of this car. Let's create another one, the speed control. And the input should be a Python, and just delete this range test field and change this to the expression mode. We're going to put this VGL variable, this value, and multiply a factor about 0.5 and hit enter. And this value they directly put to the move forward speed and delete the content. Please do not delete the extra contents so that our system can recognize that. Okay, and let's play back our simulation. You can see that the result is better now, but still too fast. Let's just change that. For example, 0.1. You can see that this time it's much better. Okay, the car is stopped it because the distance is 0, the velocity should be also 0. So we use the expression control the speed of this car. So this is very cool. And then the next thing we're going to introduce is how to use the expression to control the rotation speed of the wheel of this car. You can see that if we play back our simulation, the speed can be controlled now, but the car wheel is still nothing special. So we needed to add some of a rotation speed on the car wheel and make the car the move more realistic. So let's do that. And we need to also create an attribute and install the world speed into that attribute. So let's do that. Speed matter. And we still need to change this to expression mode so that we can get the input result directly put that into the output variable. So just to delete the range test part and install that. The set my attribute. Please only delete the value part, and please do not delete any of the keywords here. So if you, for example, if you delete the value, the result should be the broken. So here we need to rename it as SPD. Let's just double click and Control C and copy the name, and we're going to use this SPD value to control the car wheel rotation speed. Let's play back the simulation. You can see that the SPD has been created, and the VGL is the kind of a distance between the agent to the spot. So I think the name. So I think the name is not VGL, should be distance. So we can change that a little bit. You can see that this is kind of a distance. Let's distance, and speed control is also they use the distance. So this is more reasonable because actually this is distance values here, and the SPD is kind of the speed in the world transformation space. So let's continue and use this speed variable to control the car wheel. So let's deplace our agents and select the car wheel. You can see that this is kind of independent bone, and which name is wheel 1, and the axis is the X. If we rotate like this, the X is changing, so we need to record this relationship. The X rotated to the positive value, so we need to do that. The relationship is correct, and let's do that. Here, wheel 1, rotate, just the wheel 1, and let's put an expression here. Just delete this, the range test part, and put the variable right here, $, the bracket, SPD. And this value we needed to directly put, so we needed to use the expression mode, directly put to the rotation speed, bone rotation speed of the y-axis. The name is the wheel 1, EEL1 in XS speed. Just delete that, and this time the SPD of this car will directly put the rotation speed X of this wheel 1. So let's do the simulation and see that what will happen. So you can see that this is rotated too fast. We can of course make a multiplier here to make that rotate slower. Multiply 0.5, and let's run the simulation again. I think this is a little bit slow. And make that 0.8 should be good. See that. So looks perfect. So at this time we already used the expression and control the wheel, the car wheel, the speed, and you can see that the expression mode can only control the one output sentence. So what we're going to do is pretty much create the wheel for the left side, and just to use the same scheme. Let's do that. Let's deplace our agents and check this wheel 2, wheel 3, and select and create the logic 2 and the HEL 3, and switch them all to the expression mode, and enable the output and input and copy and paste everything's to hit enter. Hit enter and to the new nodes. Hit enter. And we needed to change the content to the wheel 2 and wheel 3. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, and let's run the simulation. You can see that the left side of wheels and all okay now. So that is perfect. And for the right side, let's create the wheel 4. Please notice that the right side is inverse direction. If we deplace our agents and see the wheel, if the agent the bone rotated in front, you can see that the x-axis should be decreased. So we needed to the copy and paste, but change the value a little bit. Hit enter, minus 0.8, and this place should be Control C and Control V, and the wheel 4. Let's run the simulation. Oh, I'm sorry. We needed to enable the expression mode of this node. So that's cool. And of course we can continue at the wheel 5 and 6. And expression mode enable. And copy this, Control C. Now please notice that this is the minus 0.8, the negative value, and hit enter. Copy and hit enter, and Control C, Control V, and the wheel 5. Of course, then the wheel 6. Everything is done. Let's place our agents again and run the simulation. You can see that all of the wheels has been controlled perfectly. So this is the introduction for the expression control for your agents and the rotation speed. And of course you can expand this to all of these sentences. Thank you for watching. See you next time.